statement released by the football people, the clubs, after yesterday's meeting is the most useless statement I have ever read. I repeat, that statement is the most useless statement I have ever read.
Look, how so?
Abeku, our statement no wa. The statement that was releasing, Pedam state now kind of tear. Look,
after the meeting with the GFA.
Yes, they virtually told me that my friend, my brother Opole, has died a useless death. And I will prove why. Look, you see, I've kept quiet. I've kept quiet and I've listened to my brother speak. Jesus Christ. Violence in Ghana football has always been there. This thing is being given the mileage because the one who has died or the one who has been stabbed to death
is a Kotoko fan.
It's a Kotoko fan.
True.
We were in this country when Coach Maxwell Kunedu.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah,
somebody who is a legend in our game. And I say Maxwell Kunedu, legend in Ghana football. Who is a legend in Ghana football? Kunedu, he was beaten, assaulted, landed in the hospital. Nyamin Kote. We would have lost Maxwell Kunedu. The Ghana Football Association, if I am a family member, if anybody is closer to the family member of a poli, they should go and sue the Ghana Football Association and they will make the most money ever to take care of his children for life. You are now saying that your club should do what? They should ensure that they abide by. What sort of incompetence is this? You are the father in the home.
Yeah.
You set the rules, and your children flout the rules. And you are now.
In fact,
them,
they don't just flout the rules; they aid them in flouting the rules.
The rules.
Rules that they have set.
And then you come back, and then you make such you bring out such useless statement. Look, there were times in this country. Take it or leave it.
So let me just say, we pledge to work hand in hand with the FA, security agencies, and other stakeholders to ensure that those responsible for these criminal acts are apprehended and brought to justice.
You know the first thing they should have done? They should have taken responsibility for what has happened. That's why, look, if I'm to apportion the blame, 100% the blame goes to the FA.
It does.
100%.
It does.
They will never own up to their.
Because it's been coming.
And to be honest, I like that point you made. Look,
it's been coming.
This Pole case wouldn't have this magnitude if the person involved was not a Kotoko.
I'm telling you, and you know that the painful part of it. If they were smart on the job, if they were on the job, they would have seen that this was something that was likely to happen.
Yeah, I agree. It's been coming.
The young man, when Kotoko played in Nsoatreman, is that how they call it?
Nsoatreman, yeah.
Yes.
In Kumasi.
Certain things happen. Abe, Nyama Bibiri see. So many things happen. To the extent that prior to this scheme,
they warned him, don't come.
The young man who has been stabbed to death was warned not to come to the venue.
Come, how can you even do that?
And I have listened to an audio that in which I listened to my brother more or less apologize to the people and say, look, in the heat of the moment, I might have said certain things. Forgive me. This is football. Let's back on people. After all these things were said, the people at Nsoatreman, the team, promised to produce 120 security men on the day.
Yep.
And they could only provide 20. And the match commissioner and all those people in charge of security,
imagine providing 20 and leaving 100 people.
Jesus Christ. That's what I'm saying.
A deficit of 100
policemen. If I'm a
policemen.
family member of Opole, look, maybe my time would not allow me. I'm a in Kumasi. I will just get, if I had the money, I will get some lawyers to take charge of this matter, and we sue the FA. And we will take every damage. Look, do you know how much it takes? The man has got 6 children in Bako, 6. He's left his beautiful wife out there. I'm going to watch football and Kamo and Mikoche Bolaba. Okoya. Ebadon. Then you meet in the meeting and you put out such useless statement. The first statement, the first sentence of that statement should have read, "We take full responsibility."
Because if you were doing your oversight properly, Nana Komansa Park will not qualify to play Ghana Premier League matches. That place, like I said, that place is for funerals, outdoorings, wedding receptions. Those are the things they should do over there. That place is not a football ground. That place is not a football ground.
So I think the goal post is decoration.
You understand what I'm saying? So you should have taken full responsibility.
No serious country will play a Premier League Premier League
when
match.
Kotoko took office, we were told that they were training what? Stewards.
I brought it up
to sit in
the stands.
The stands.
Yeah, help to control crowds. Nothing.
Look,
it was made up of club.
They think we are fools.
Supporters.
They think
did it happen?
Yeah, it happened. But
where are they?
I'm telling you that.
What had happened to it?
The cost was in the bosom of the clubs to pay.
And the clubs couldn't.
And the clubs ended up using their own supporters to
the same people who have been causing the trouble to become stewards.
That's what I'm saying. The Ghana Football Association is a sleeping jackal.
It's a joke.
Just one that.
It's a joke.
Look, let me
it's a
say,
joke.
Max Okonedo, when I was going home on Sunday when the thing happened, after scorecard, I was asking myself, wow, this is what Max Okonedo nearly went through.
Nearly lost his life for this.
He nearly lost his life. Look at that. Oh, yeah, coach. Oh.
A coach of national repute, international repute.
He nearly lost his job. Look, we're in this country. When Songo, take it or leave it, he's one of the renowned sports journalists in this country. We may have our style, that is his style. Whether I support his style is another thing altogether. He was assaulted at Dewu. He went to watch Dreams FC, the team that the Ghana Football Association president owned. He was assaulted there. We saw the video.
No, use me. I was attacked in Sodru at the Sodru Sports.
Nobody condemned
it. Just that it was not filmed.
Ghana football,
but I was beaten proper.
Has always had violence.
Imagine.
Yeah.
That is why I will not take my beautiful wife and my beautiful daughters to go and watch such a rubbish of a football.
Don't do it.
The football is not even worth.
It's not even worth your trouble.
Football. When we refer to your product as rubbish, you don't want to accept it. Can you equate that to one human being?
Let me give you a good example. The UEFA Champions League that involved, I think it was Liverpool recently, was at Wembley.
The one in Paris, Liverpool and Real
Madrid. The misbehavior that happened at the entrance where security barricades were broken, fans, the people who did it, they've been fished out. They were fished out, and the club has paid a fine.
Yes.
The individuals have gotten stadium bans for years.
You know, in England, if you misbehave small because of the cameras and things, 1 year ban, 2 year ban, lifetime ban. They don't joke.
And it was a crowd though. They fished out the people.
So the only way you can get is if you go and buy someone's ticket. If you buy someone's ticket and they find out that, let's say,
that person
I'm banned, I sold you the
ticket. That you
that person is in a bigger trouble.
That's a system that works.
There's only one solution to this problem.
Tell me about it, coach.
The government of Ghana. Look, this is a perfect opportunity. To hell with FIFA. To hell with them. Get in there. Honorable Kofi Adams. Get in there and fix the problem.
Let's sign that standard cooperation agreement.
Put all football activity on hold.
Yep.
Look,
I believe
this man was an American man, as we sit here today, one American come here and he or she should just send a text to the embassy that her life or his life is in danger.
Yep.
I give you 10 minutes. 10 minutes. America will show up here.
Oh, I'm telling you that their citizen has died going to watch a Ghana Premier League game.
Oh,
coach, you don't even have to talk.
I've seen it before.
We are talking about Uncle Sam here.
There you go.
They want the chance to flex their muscles
Their
already.
muscles.
Then their citizen will die at your
you
game.
know
So
the funny
this is
thing
the
is,
perfect
even if
for
the
the
American
government
has
to
done
flex.
something wrong and you arrest the American, they'll come and take them
They'll come and you
rather go and put them in jail in
Yes.
America.
This is the opportunity for the government of Ghana to tell FIFA
Yeah.
that the way football is being, because who compromised on the license, that license agreement? The FA. Are you telling me that Kotoko, when he goes to watch the Prosper Ado and Henry Asante, when they go to watch the balls at these venues, they don't know that these venues don't qualify to host? They don't see it. What sort of incompetence?
I'm so
is that?
tired of talking about this same matter. Look,
Who tell you they don't know? They know. But they just sit there and hope that nothing happens. How can you run football like that?
yeah, no standards.
Hoping that nothing happens. Look, it is because the one who has died or who has been stabbed to death is associated with the biggest team in Ghana. That is why this thing is the way it is. We were here when somebody nearly lost his eye because of Ghana football. Ekaya!
Yeah, it's true.
Yep.
In Kumasi.
Ekaya!
Yep,
It's been coming.
it's been coming.
And-
It's been coming.
Yeah,
It has.
They don't own up to improve things there. Look, Honorable Kofi Adams, for me, I will never take my family and I will not advise anybody to take his or her family to go and watch a Ghana Premier League game until I can see feature that the right things
It's
are
being
being
done.
done.
Yep.
Nobody should go and watch their game. Because now we've all established on this table, the owners of the clubs themselves are responsible
Yep.
for these deadly acts.
They are. They really are.
Somebody Maniso. Sasa. This is all you've been wanting to happen. It's happened. It's finished. You misbehave.
Yep.
When we talk to you, you don't listen.
Yep.
When we say don't do it this way, you don't listen. You bend the rules. You bend the rules. To hell with everybody. To hell with everybody. To hell with everybody. Look at what has happened. So the man has left behind 6 children.
I'm in shock.
Me amiti hey. I take care of 3. Bra me breno and yagro.
Then 6 without the
I
breadwinner
cannot imagine me going to the state
and leaving your kids
and
behind,
leaving
your girls
wife
behind.
Susan to take care of my 3 daughters. God will never forgive me for that. To die as a result of this useless rubbish football that you people are running in this country.
Yep.
Me too sabi that.
Don't do it.
Me nyabi that.
Don't do it.
What sort of people are these? Mu de mu hwaze. Mu nsuadze.
Don't learn nothing.
No more nyete school eh.
University of Liverpool, can it be?
People
University of Liverpool, Masters,
always
NEB.
bending and compromising. When you bend and compromise, you lose lives.
Yep.
This is what happened.
Yep.
Now do the inequality. Equate it. Equate the life of Pole to all the compromises you have done.
And you know, the
And see the degree of inequality.
the headlines, the news
Jesus
reports
Christ.
that
Because
will
Ghana
run.
football, Ghana Premier League is never in the news until something bad.
Until something bad happens.
Because it's not a big project. It's never in the news until something
Equate
bad.
it. Do the equation and see the degree of inequality of all the compromises you have done against the life of Pole.
Sad.
God forgive you all. You think we will sit here and allow you to come and put such a... I wish you could read the statement to the people of this country. From start to finish, and they will see how rubbish a statement that is. Somebody has died.
In fact, let me read it. Let me read it to conclude.
Read
This one says the tragic incident that occurred at the Nsoatreman versus Kotoko game, resulting in the loss of life of a Kotoko fan, Francis Nana Frimpong, aka Pole, is particularly disturbing and unacceptable. We stand in solidarity with the family of the deceased and extend our deepest condolences to them as well as the entire Kotoko family. As GPL clubs, we are committed to promoting fair play, sportsmanship, and respect for the game. Its officials and spectators. We will not tolerate any form of hooliganism, violence, or intimidation at our match centres. In the meeting held on Thursday, February 6, 2025 at the FA Secretariat, all Premier League clubs have agreed to an enhanced match day security protocol. The enhanced protocols will form basis of an executive council meeting of the GFA on Friday, February 7th, after which the comprehensive guidelines will be published ahead of the resumption of the Premier League season. We pledge to work hand in hand with the GFA, the security agencies, and other stakeholders to ensure that those responsible for the criminals are apprehended and brought to justice. So I want to know from Kotoko. Let's wrap this up. We need to talk about other things.
These are comical statements.
Yeah.
Comic.
Charade. This is the charade I was talking about.
A complete rubbish.
Oh, yeah.
Complete rubbish. And let me just say something. My last one, then I end it here. But the more I talk about this matter, the more I get.
Naturally. Abutara.
You see,
Abutara.
the one who drove the ambulance, he should lose his job without any.
How so?
Where was he?
Yes, they were looking for him. They couldn't find him.
Where was he?
When they took the body to the ambulance driver was nowhere
because
to be found.
his body was laid out at the entrance of the gate,
yep.
and the people were asking
Ambulance nowhere here.
and there was the ambulance in the video.
Yep,
it was
no
there
driver.
packed, but there was no driver. Like an ambulance driver nowhere.
And then two. Those who
No, coach. I think
policemen.
it's sensitive small because when the game closes, the medical team or the ambulance service personnel are in the stadium. They are given seats just behind. And I'm just describing.
There's nothing sensitive of that.
Okay.
He should have been by the ambulance.
Period. You are a
When
driver.
looking for him, he was not there.
The paramedics fine.
That
The
is his
driver
post, fine. But the driver, then you should be at post.
Yeah.
That is your post. And then two, I don't know how we train our policemen in this country. When they got to the scene, none of them could have administered a first aid. Jesus Christ. What? How do we train our policemen in this country?
They were even struggling to control the small crowd.
How do we train?
They didn't have any riot gear, nothing.
They
Like they
stood there
just
and
did.
watched Paul
Boys.
Look, they stood there and watched the man bleed to death. Can you imagine these things? A well-trained professional policeman
Yeah.
at such venues dealing with humans should have a fair idea.
Yeah. True.
of
I
how these things
agree.
are done.
I agree.
Please, Honorable Kofi Adams, this is the perfect opportunity
To do your thing.
to do your thing. You've been told by His Excellency some few minutes, seconds ago,
Yeah.
that would be a lovely place.
Yeah. To begin. Let me.
I just wanted to say something, and talking about how stadiums can destroy football. In the 90s, Syria was the talk of the town. All the top players, they
They are
didn't
moving there.
think about their stadiums. They let the hooligans and the ultras get their way. Where are they now? Look how Italian teams struggle for money, and look at the Premier League. Who the government helped them get rid of hooligans. They took a hardline approach to hooligans. Look at how full English stadiums now. Watch a Syria game. Watch an AC Milan game.
Empty seats. all over.
Watch an AC Milan.
True.
Look at how the league just even looks because of the stadium.
And to the extent that they've attached sports tourism to they've attached the league to sports tourism. So for instance, if you travel, there are packages where you travel to Liverpool. There's a part of the package that gives you a ticket to go and watch a Liverpool game at Anfield, because they want to embrace that supporter of fan-based driven
we cannot
football.
take our families there. We cannot come and have fun there. We cannot do anything there. Then you sit there, you think you are doing football.
Coach, I'm glad you said that. I was coming to finish that. I went to the Emirates. I went to the Emirates last year to watch Arsenal. Halftime, they won't show you this because on TV they are discussing. Halftime, they have a bunch of kids who come on the pitch and take penalties. And you know the Ghanasaurus. He pretends to save the penalties and he misses.
Their mascots.
He misses, so the kids can't score. If the kids miss, they let them play again, and they all win shirts and things. So people have their kids,
and this is how kids develop affinity for teams.
They do birthday shout outs at the stadium. It's a family affair.
Yep.
People come with their families.
Who would take their families?
But in Italy, this doesn't happen. Why? Like I said, they've not
You are
taken.
afraid?
You're afraid that there's these hooligans
Somebody
there.
would throw a flag.
You're afraid that something will happen at this, so you don't go with your family, and it's killing their product. We are seeing how mighty Italian football has fallen because they've let their stadium product die. TV is not everything. No.